Hi, I'm Amy Shannon from Amy's Bookshelf Reviews, and this is the featured YouTube video review. And this is the book Shattered, an Emily Graham novel by McKensie Stewart. And it's probably showing it backwards. I don't know. Anyway, I love this book. There's many reasons before I get into why I love this book. It's because reviewing this book led to my very close friendship with McKensie Stewart. In the past years, we've become not only really close friends, but business partners as well, and we have different ventures. No matter whose book I read, whether I know them or I don't know them, I always give honest and unbiased reviews. If something's wrong, I'll tell you. If there's something that's right about it, I'll tell you that too. I want to always give constructive criticism, and I do my best to read everything that is put in front of me and give my opinion on it. Shattered, an Emily Graham novel by McKensie Stewart. It's her first book. It's her first book ever. And I gave it 5 stars. I called it a stunning page turner. The thing that drew me in first was the tense of the story. And yeah, it started out with tension and regret and even waking up to see the world for the first time, but it's told in present tense, which is not as common as one may think. The tense of the story makes a big difference in how the story was told and how it was put together. And if written in another form, it would make for a different story altogether. This works. The point where it's past tense, it's focused on the past, especially when telling backstories for different characters. And that's the one thing, excuse me, that I like about McKensie Stewart's writing is that every character, well, almost every character, even the ones that you may just see for or read about for like 2 minutes, if they were having a bad day, she tells us. So it's very interesting, and that reflects in how people are an individual. And we go in, we see receptionists and excuse me, desk clerks, and we don't think about we just think about our business. We're not thinking about, if they had a bad day, or we just wanted them to do their job and we move on. So I like how she puts that in here. And to continue my review, I'm sorry. First, the writing was wonderfully put together, and it weaved a masterful story with complex and deep characters. I really enjoyed character. Actually, she was my favorite character. Yes, she was controlling and wanted to get to the White House one way or another, but she was powerful in her own right and knew what she wanted. From the moment she, as a young poor girl, was in her glory about shiny black shoes that she could only wear when it rained because they were for special occasion shoes, I knew her strive to succeed, even on the tails of her husband or son was impacted by her childhood. Kindle seems to have many layers, and most of them not so good. I liked how the characters were deeply interconnected, and there was always more than one secret to reveal. And though the story was about Emily, it was about the entire cast of characters. The backstory for each character added a depth to them, and I liked how it's one of those stories that will make you say, oh, aha, or oh no, or even oh my out loud, and then keep reading. This book is highly recommended. So, Shattered by McKensie Stewart, and it is, I'm going to read the back blurb. Emily finds herself, metaphorically, waking up to face a life she no longer recognizes. She loves her husband, Brendan Graham, the senator for the state of Pennsylvania, along with her twins, Madison and Connor, but that isn't enough any longer. The ripple effects of her college professor, Dave Banks, taking a piece of her innocence destroys her marriage every day. Even though Emily only shared part of her secret with Brendan, He is already on a destructive spiral, choosing escorts, booze, and heroin to cope with the pain he feels from their loss. Kendall, the matriarch of the family, here she is again, and Emily's mother-in-law will do everything in her power to ensure that the dream of Brendan becoming the President of the United States will come to fruition, no matter who she has to kill to make it happen. And she would do it. She's basically got a hitman on a speed dial. Emily's true love, Julia, her college roommate, has a huge secret of her own that will shatter any reconciliation between the two of them. And you read this book, and then you read Deception, and you will hope that there will be more stories to come surrounding Emily Graham. So this has been Amy Shannon of Amy's Bookshelf Reviews. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be well. Thank you.